In this video, we'll show you how to integrate the PacketZoom SDK into your iOS application and then configure it to get the most out of the PacketZoom service. After downloading the SDK, I just have to add the PacketZoom framework into my project. Next, I'm going to make sure my app has all the appropriate frameworks and libraries PacketZoom needs to work. To do that, I select Build Phases and then select Link Binary with Libraries and make sure that all the required libraries are there, adding any that are missing. Next, I confirm that the Objective-C flag is present. First, I click on Build Settings, and then Other Linker Flags. And if it's not already there, I go ahead and add the -objc flag to the list. Next, it's time to add a bit of code to actually initialize the PacketZoom SDK. To do this, I'm going to open the appdelegate.m file and import pzspeed. Next, I'm going to add a line of code to initialize the SDK. This snippet of code can be found in the integration dashboard and includes both an app ID and an API key. Once you've copy and pasted it over, you're all finished. Next, just build the app and run it on a device. Once you've successfully integrated the PacketZoom SDK into your mobile application, it's time to configure it. First, go to the App Settings. You can get there by either clicking the Access Controls button on the last screen of the integration wizard, or by selecting the Settings icon for that app from the main dashboard. The first thing you should set up are file type filters. File type filters let you have precise control over what is sent through PacketZoom. PacketZoom only handles traffic that it has been specifically told to, so setting up a filter is essential to getting the most out of the PacketZoom Mobile Express Lane service. From the File Type Filters section, click Create New Filter. On the next screen, enter the domain where the content to be sent through PacketZoom is located. Most applications will have content from multiple domains. You can create a filter for each domain your application uses. File type filters are account-wide and can be applied to multiple applications. Next, select the types of content to add to your filter. You can select specific file types, entire categories, or custom file type extensions. If you have dynamic or non-cacheable content such as API calls that you would like to send through PacketZoom, or if you're familiar with regular expressions and want to create your own regex filters, first click the Advanced toggle at the top of the filter wizard. Use the toggle switch labeled Static Whitelist Regex to specify if the filter is for static or dynamic content. You should use a static filter for content that you would like to be cached, such as images and files that don't change often. This will speed up loading time for pages and parts of your app that contains that content. You should use a dynamic filter for traffic that can't be cached, such as API calls, that you would still like to benefit from PacketZoom's other features, such as the Mobile Express Lane or Session Rescue. Next, enter the regular expression in the box. You can test your filter to make sure it works using the Test Filters button after you've saved it. Give your filter an easy-to-identify name and click Save. As mentioned, for each application, you are able to enable or disable multiple filters, which you can do from the main Application Settings page. Once file filters are enabled for your application, the content specified in your filters will begin benefiting from the performance enhancements of the PacketZoom platform. Filters can always be edited or enabled or disabled through the dashboard. No further server-side changes or application changes are necessary. The SDK will download the latest configuration parameters from PacketZoom on initialization and continue on. In order to get the most out of PacketZoom, there are a few more settings to be aware of. The first is the percent of traffic sent through PacketZoom. This allows you to have direct control over how much is sent through the PacketZoom service. This allows for options such as starting with a low percentage of traffic and ramping up over time, or performing A/B testing, seeing how your app performs with PacketZoom versus without. At 0%, no traffic, even traffic matching your filters, will be sent through PacketZoom. At 100%, all traffic matching your filters will be sent through PacketZoom. At 50%, half the traffic matching your filters will be sent through PacketZoom and half will not, giving you a direct view into how PacketZoom can help your performance. Many users choose to start low and ramp up to 50%, and then once they've confirmed the benefits of PacketZoom through A/B testing, turn the percentage up to 100%. Once again, This change can be made directly in the dashboard, requiring no other changes in your application. Mobile Express Lane also includes both an on-device cache and a server-side cache, as well as controls for both. You can manage the size of the client-side cache using the provided slider. You can also manage the files stored in the server cache, both by clearing all files or clearing specific files using the supplied interface. The final key control on this page is the HTTP optimizer toggle. The PacketZoom HTTP optimizer ensures the HTTP libraries in your app are using optimal HTTP config parameters. Parameters like read timeout, connect timeout, write timeout, and concurrency are tweaked based on current network conditions, location, and signal strength instead of using hard-coded default values. This means that every one of your users will receive an in-app network experience tailored specifically to them. If you would rather not make use of this feature in your app, it can be turned off using the provided switch on the settings page for each app. With the SDK integrated and your application configured, you're now up and running with PacketZoom. For detailed information, case studies, and more, visit us at PacketZoom.com.